Alright, everything is looking good, so here we go. Just let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Just gonna pull up the chat on the side screen here for a sec. Alright, so when I ended last time, I had a couple things I wanted to get done. I gave him the nut that was down at below, and I collected some fangs. I have to collect 10 more to finish up what I was doing. But I did collect enough to close this down so you can see. Get the silent bell and the lucky or peace bell, sorry, and the lucky cat. I have the lucky cat equipped. You can equip 3 of these items at a time. This just causes enemies to appear less frequently. So I'll turn it on for now because we don't really need it since I'm not going to be really fighting enemies at the moment. And so what I'm going to be doing is we're just going to feed some animals and I'll chat with you guys for a bit here. Let's see. There is this guy up here. Oh, I also discovered some treasures when I was doing my practice run. One of them being right here. Dragonfly bead. But yeah. Been keeping out of trouble this week for the most part. Built a couple of new candy toys. I've been trying to find a specific candy toy at a good price, but that is next to impossible right now. It's from a older line. It's from the Super Sentai, uh, not Ninja. Crap, forgot what it's called already. Basically, it's a samurai theme with origami tied into it. And I would really love to collect that. That's always been one of my favorite mechs, and it's just wake up. Wake up. Hi. Huh, normally it lets me feed them at night, so let's fix that. But anyways, yeah, it's like a origami theme and all that kind of stuff, and it's been one of my favorites. Unfortunately, I can never seem to find it at a good price. I just got the Gosai, not Gosai, the Gok Gokai, I think. My brain is not working properly at the moment. But yeah, I just got some of the. Why won't you let me feed you? Weird. But yeah, the Gokai, yeah. So the Gokai team, I just got that set. And that's what I built. I've got some more coming shortly on the next day or so, along with a couple other little fun things. So let's see. Yeah. Besides, I've to get all the things that he sells. You need 100 fangs. I am 10 short. So it is not letting me feed any of the animals. How weird. All right. Hmm. All right. One sec. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I wonder if it's. Because the only thing that's changed is that. So let's see if unequipping it will let me interact with the animals. Monkeys. No. Come on. Can't even bark. There we go. I don't know why it won't let me feed them. How weird. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do this real quick. But yeah, so I got the Gokai Rangers mechs. I'm going to be getting the ZU Rangers. I can't remember. I have to look at the names. I got them written down. I can never remember what they're called, but basically, it's a line based around building blocks kind of deal. So that'll be coming in a little bit. Da, 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 da. Alright, so what is going on here? Yeah, weird. Won't let me do any of the stuff I want to do. Alright, so that kind of sucks. Because I did not save. Okay, cool. So it's letting me save. Alright. So there, that appeared. Let me see if that... There we go. Now I can start feeding animals. Let me just move myself over here so I can see the prompt. Haha, I can see it. Alright. Yeah. So, and then starting Monday, I'll be putting out some reviews and, playing around with Generations, Devastator, and the Constructicons that he's made up of course. The first one will be Mixmaster, who's a cement truck. Or not, yeah, cement truck. So, alright. Let's get this animal feeding show on the way now. There are some deer up here. Let's see. Yeah. Unfortunately, with everything kind of being locked down, I don't get out as much as I would like to. So I'm kind of just stuck at home doing this kind of stuff for everyone. Alright, so that's one deer down. I've got a list in front of me of all the animals and all that kind of stuff so I can keep track of where they are so I can feed them all. Boop. So that's what we're going to run around and do real quick right now. We're going to feed all these little critters. Should be monkeys over here. They'll eat about just about anything, like most teenagers who are monkeys. So I believe when I finished this last time, I had about 180. There should be some birds around here. 180 praise points. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them after we do all this too. So let me show you up here real quick. Last time we fought a guy named Waka, and he gave us a prediction about, I picture a log in your future, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is why. We don't have a easy way to pass this. That'll take us to the next area we need to get to. And then I did a little bit of research between this and last week's Okami, and I discovered I need a total of 330 fangs, not the 100 I thought it was. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so this is this one. So after I finish off collecting the 10 fangs, I need to get the last of this merchant's guy's stuff. I will be 280. Sorry, 280. You need 380 all. I'll be 280 away from the the final count kind of deal. So that'll take a little while. I'll probably get up to 100,000 in the yen or whatever, which is kind of good because that means we can get the last of the attacks that are available to us now, which is the Golden Fury attack, which actually will help with collecting fangs once I remember how to use it properly. I'll have to look that one up. Some deer hiding over here. So we'll feed this one. I got this one. Alright, so there's one more deer. We've got a couple more rabbits. It annoys me that I can't get that. There should be some deer right here, and this will be the last of the deer in the area. So this area, you can actually feed all the animals at one time. It's not going to be like the Shinshu area, where we weren't able to feed everyone all at once. So we've got another birdie back here. Got some nightingales back here. Alright, so now it's just 2 rabbits. And then the last one is a dog that we get after we finish the dungeon area. So we're actually almost done with this. There is a treasure buried here. There it is. I believe it's a bead, yeah. So there's another one of our 99 beads. There is 100 beads to collect, but apparently you can't... we'll feed the rabbits. You can't get the 100th one until after you beat the game. So... Alright, there's one more rabbit to get. I know where that one is. There's something else I wanted to grab while we were over here, though. This path up here, there's another treasure I found, and that bomb spot that I missed. So there's treasure right here, right in front of it. This will be another one of the stray beads. Boop. Yeah. This just leads to a cat that we can't do anything with, so. But it's open now. Alright, last of the animals to feed is over this way, and then we'll go ahead and take care of opening up the ruins. So let's see. But yeah, this week's been pretty good. Made a couple of new dishes that I haven't made before. I made a chicken scampi pasta dish, stuff like that. So I've been having fun with cooking. Though, highly considering doing pizza tonight. We'll see how I feel. So yeah, if you remember when we freed the area from the corruption, and here was a sapling, well, by the sapling are some rabbits. And that'll be... Stop running on the wall, you. And that'll be the last of the animals we need to take care of. And then after that, it's just to do a bit of fishing, which you have to do in order to progress in the game. Okay. But yeah, so you have to do the spot of fishing to be able to progress in the game, and that actually ends up also being a little one of the collection. Oh, I thought I had more than that last time. Anyways, that ends up being one of those little collection things you do have to do later. If you want to collect everything. I can never find the entrance for some reason. There it is. Which I'll probably just do off screen again. And then I can just show you the fish that we catch. So, if you remember, there was like a little boy standing over on one of these islands here, which should be this one right over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to be rude. We're going to wake everyone up. Alright. So you gotta talk to this guy a couple times. Oh, poor Ume. I wonder if he's okay. Oh, hello there, doggy. Are you all alone too? I'm Kokari. Pleased to meet you. Boy of the forest, Kokari. He's wearing a rabbit on his head. Haha. What's this? This is my fishing pole. Actually, there's no fishing line or hook on it right now. But there's a reason for that. So you talk. My dog Ume and I were exploring a secret place the other day, and an ancient building known as the Stutter Ruins. We'd never been able to get into the ruins until we found a key deep in the forest. But when we went in, we heard a horrible roar from deep within. I didn't waste any time getting out of there. I locked the entrance to the ruins and hightailed it home. I thought Ume had followed me, but he was nowhere to be found. I bet he's trapped back at those ruins. He must be crying, all scared and alone. If you know where he is, then why don't you go rescue him? This is no time to be fishing. Yes, well, there's a reason for that, you see. On my way home from the ruins, I fell near the water's edge and went the key. I tried my hardest to fish it back out, but I've lost all my line and hooks. All I have now is this pole. Wah. And then if you... Ouch. Now cut that out. There's nothing I hate more than a crybaby. You were the one who left your dog in those dangerous ruins, so you gotta do whatever it takes to get the key to go help. Basically, if you just talk to that kid with the green arrow over his head, he says the same couple lines like, oh, I can't do it, and so, quickest way to do that, just tackle him when he starts crying. And you break his funk, in a sense. There's nothing you can't catch with the right attitude. Fish, babes, or whatever, it all can be yours. Go ahead, act like you're having fun, we'll watch. Alright, so let me go ahead and close chat down so I can see a little bit better. And move me back over to here. Alright, so people call it the Deep Abyss. That's not why these waters are famous. Legend has it a humongous fish swallowed the moon reflected on the surface of the water. No one knows this legend is true, but to this day, the moon never rises here in Agata Forest. Give the fairy tales a rest, will you, kid? They're so gloomy. Think more positive. Have fun. Okay, Ami. Let's use that celestial brush for yours to help him out. There should be some fishing line. So we're going to draw the fishing line for him. So he does that. And then you just take and draw from his pole to a fish. Did I actually get a bite? And so now you don't want to... You'll see, so you pull in the opposite direction on your control stick. And you want to kind of keep it in the green so that he's pulling it in. But you don't want it to get into red. It'll break the string. And you don't want it to stay blue too long because the fish will get further away. And then when it has that, and then you cut it. Boop. And they'll pull it up. So we caught a goby. So let me go ahead and cross that. That's a medium-sized fish. Cross that off the list. Alright. We can go ahead and catch a small fish. Did I actually get a bite? So you only have to catch a total of 2 fish and then a big fish appears. And of course you need to catch the big fish to do... Oh, we got a little crawfish, it looks like. This is probably a killifish. Nope, it's a crab. We've got crabs. And there you go. This is the one you have to catch to get the key. It's going to be one of 2 possible big fish that you can catch in this water. I actually used to do a lot of fishing when I was a few years ago. I have a nice set of kit and all that kind of stuff that my wife bought me for Father's Day ages ago. I haven't really used it since she passed away, though. I keep telling myself I'm going to, and then life happens and I change my plans. But there's supposed to be some nice fishing areas around where I live now, so come on, fish. There we go. It looks like it's the salmon. You caught the giant salmon. Okay, you can only catch one of these in the game. So this is the only one you're going to ever catch, is this one here. Bum, bum, bum. Pull up chat again. That's a big one. Huh? And it coughs out the key. That's the ruins key. It popped right out of the mouth of that big old fish. Now I can go save Ume over at the ruins. I'm gonna go all the way in this time. No running away for me. And bye. Hey, give that back. So if you stay... Good move, Ami. We can't have the kid getting hurt on your watch. Well, what are we waiting for? We got a lost dog to find in Stutter Ruins. Alright, so, yeah. If you stay there, he'll punch you and make you drop the key, and then you gotta get it back by tackling the kid. Alright. You can fight with it in your mouth, all that kind of stuff, but, you know, just avoid fights if you can to get here quicker. And here we go. Boop. Alright, and now, even though you can kind of call Hana Valley a dungeon, I don't really consider it one. It's more of a tutorial level, showing you, okay, this is what you're going to have to do, giving you some tips and tricks, you can roll things, that kind of stuff. This one is your first real dungeon, in my opinion. And there's nothing better in any kind of, even though this is RPG light, in my opinion, you power up your character, all that kind of stuff, you get new weapons, but you really have stats and all that kind of stuff, which is why I call it light. But any good part of any good RPG is the dungeons, and if the dungeon isn't good, the game usually isn't all that great. Because even if it has a fantastic story, if you aren't feeling good about the dungeon, you don't usually go past it. So here we go. This is the Stutter Ruins, and as you can see, it's very poisonous in here. Don't jump in the water, you will die. Alright, so I don't think you want to go jumping in there. How about drawing some lily pads? So, yeah. If you draw a lily pad on the water, it dissolves. So, yeah. So, you don't want to get in that water. Go ahead and pop this. Boop. And enhancing divinity. This, I believe, I'll have to look at it later. I don't remember what it's about exactly. So you can, of course, go either direction. We can go this way. You can also cut these down and they drop food. Oh, I have the cat charm on. The cat charm will cause items and stuff to come to me. As you can see, we do have some trees that we can boop, gussy up, prettify, and get a little bit of praise for. Well, yeah, there's not much we can do this way. There's this thing, and if you... nothing happens. So, I think dungeons really are what makes an RPG a good RPG, whether it's light, heavy, whatever you want to call it. I honestly think that if The Legend of Zelda didn't have the good dungeons it has a lot of times, people would not enjoy it so much. Which is part of why people complain so much about Breath of the Wild's dungeons. Even though, honestly, I really liked Breath of the Wild's dungeons. It was a very different take on the classic Zelda dungeons. It was basically one giant puzzle box. Obtained a vase. I'll probably have to come back here later to collect some other stuff, because I'm sure there are hidden treasures and all that I'm going to miss. Hey. Bloom, you. Get another treasure. So, nope, item. Steel Soul Sake. Boop. Alright. But yeah, the Breath of the Wild dungeons were very different from what we are used to for Legend of Zelda in some ways, but at the same time, I think weren't. If you take into the whole adventure that you have to go through beforehand to get there. So let's go ahead and draw a lily pad here since this is regular water. And we'll dig this up. So you can, of course, go this way, which we kind of want to do if we want to get as much praise as possible. And what dog doesn't want to hear they're a good boy or a good girl, huh? Yeah. So now let's continue. Oh, let's jump in the water. Apparently, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on in the dungeon now. We should be coming across the first enemy in this dungeon in just a little bit, besides the dungeon itself. All right, so we'll bloom this. Plop. Incense burner. Alright, if I remember correctly... Oh. Got a little cutscene here. But yeah. So yeah, I've played and beaten Breath of the Wild. For the most part, I haven't done everything in it. I'm actually beginning to do that now. I'm starting to do a get it all done playthrough kind of deal. Hopefully before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Oh, come on, you. It's only one of the few bad things about a dynamic camera is when it shifts around on you. Yeah, so the first power-up that you really do want to buy is that Lucky Cat Fang power-up, just because you don't have to be right next to an item to pick it up anymore. So when you're in battle, you don't have to go running around to collect the money and all that. So yeah. Alright, so that's that. I'll be able to get the last power up that's available for combat if I keep playing the way I plan on. Whoa! Come on, dog. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, these are Dogu statues, I want to say. I used to know offhand. I can't remember. You kind of see those in the Animal Crossing games, actually. Those statues that you unbury, they're kind of based on the same thing. Same thing. Go ahead and just screw it. Collect it. Yay. Don't believe there's anything on its head. Yeah, I don't believe there's anything over there. And up we go. Oh, and there we go. So we've got another one of those roll the ball puzzles. I hate these things. And there we also have our enemy. Right here. So let's go ahead and face him. Or it, I should say. As you can see, it seems to be one of those corrupted bud of some sort. So what we're going to do, as you can see, we can't really hurt it. So what you do is you beat on it for a little bit. It'll drop, and then what you want to do is you want to bloom it. Alright. And when that happens, you open the... and then its finisher is... Come on, you. Is to bloom it, and I missed because the camera sucked on that one. But yeah, you bloom it, and after you finish it off, and you'll get the fang from it. I wonder what we do with this. But yeah, so I was talking about Breath of the Wild a little bit. But yeah, so I just replayed it. I beat the Mifa, the Ruto, I think it is, the elephant, earlier yesterday or last night, can't remember. And now I'm just going around doing some side quests. You can break these, and some of them will have money. Easiest way to break them. What do you mean they were priceless treasures? And there's nothing underneath them. We're going to be facing some more of those buds in here, if I remember correctly. I try to take them on one at a time. Ah, come on, you. Come on. There we go. Ow. There we go. I should be able to show you the Floral Finisher on this one. See the ball that's up top? Bloom it. Bam. Done. And that is the Floral Finisher for these guys. These guys really aren't too difficult as long as you keep your cool and you don't screw up too much. It also helps that I've enhanced the rosary. Come on. So as you can see, they try to use like a club weapon on you, and they also spit poison. Poison. Really? Come on. There we go. That's good enough. They also spit like little poison balls at you. Alright. You can, I think we bloom this? No? Oh, wait. I forgot. They busted out the ceiling, didn't they? There. So what we need to do is draw the sun. And that'll cause these mushrooms to grow. I'm not sure how to get to that clover. That's what I forgot to check into. So we'll have to ignore that clover for now. I'll figure it out for the next stream. For now, we're just moving forward. You can break these rocks, and they'll drop stuff. So. Alright. We're cooking with gas now. Oh. Alright, so... My nose felt all itchy since these huge mushrooms back there. Aha, achoo. Dang it. Run. This game is not being simple about this one. If you don't run, you actually will die. It's not one of those, oh, that's simple to get away. No. There you go. Our way back has been lost. Alright, so we got this thing here. It needs a key. It's a weird lock. Thankfully, we don't die when we drop that far. Alright, so we've got this. And let me see here. If I remember correctly. There's this guy here. There we go. So this is actually the thing that we bounced off at the beginning of the game. Or the beginning of the dungeon. I am Blockhead. I guard this place so that no... Or wait, make that none shall pass. Do you really think you can penetrate my airtight defense? Ha, impossible. Nothing can harm this body of mine. Of course there are those weak points of mine. A clean blow there would slay me in an instant, but I wouldn't be foolish enough to expose such a weakness. Now be on your way. None shall pass. So what you gotta do? Tackle him. And then remember where these dots appear. Because then you boop, boop. And I missed. Ow. The dots will move. Alright, so there. So one is here, and the other one should be right about there. I am no good at this point. I have to admit that. Yeah. Oh, you also got to do it in the order they appear in. Okay. Well, that's going to help a bit. Did not realize that. That could have been my issue the whole time. So got to do this one and the one by his eye. All this time, I've had issues with this guy playing whenever I played this game because I didn't read the whole hit them in the order they appear. Were my weak points so obvious? I failed, but let it be known I died a warrior's death. And with that, we can actually get back to the opening area where there's a save point. And we'll do that in a moment, because we'll be back there anyways. So this exercising area, but its tip is shaped like a key. In any case, I do sense the divine power of driving away evil, so... Alright. Triangle to pick it up. And now we're going to carry it back up to that weird lock. Because, hey, there was a weird lock, wasn't there? You can break those things, of course. Get money, items. Usually food items. Maybe some health. But we're just going to keep climbing up. And try not to fall off. But yeah. And we poke it in the eye, and there you go. Let's see. I think I talked about this last time, but... Oh, wait. I wonder if... Could have been this... Oh, found a treasure. I thought I found the path of that clover. Alright, well, treasure's good too. But yeah, I think I mentioned last time that my daughter's actually been able to go back to actual school. Since they've kind of lifted the restrictions in the area I'm at. And... Which I'm happy with because she always does better in school than, you know, on a computer. Alright, so we want to defeat this guy. He's going to be a tougher boss. That's why. Or not boss. He's like a... And we can... Ow. If you don't just willy-nilly smash the buttons like I was doing for a minute there, it's much easier to control how many hits you do to get the fangs. But, you know, that's a good way to get fangs. So, like I said, I need 30 for the next item. We're 5 away. That was part of the reason why you faced that guy. I believe this is the right direction. Nope. Got turned around. I think. We're about to find out. Yes, I did. Okay. So here we go. We got to draws us a bridge. So yeah, just paint the bridge in. I don't believe there's anything to either side that we can do. So as you can see, we will be getting up into this guy at some point. And that's about it. So, continuing onward. But yeah, she's doing much better in school than she was out of school, which is a relief for me because, you know, I was honestly a little bit worried there for a minute. She was having a lot of struggles being out of class. Cut you down. You do want to try to get everything you can done in Agata Valley as soon as you can, or Agata Forest. So like everything you can find in here, all that kind of stuff, because eventually you will not be able to come back to the Agata Forest. So we got a save point here. Might as well hit it. All right. So continue on. Got 3 gates. You got to defeat all the gates to make whatever's supposed to happen happen. I think it's another mushroom. I want to say it's another mushroom. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go through each gate. Try and get our last 5 fangs one time while we're in here. Hey. There we go. Let's go ahead and hit the fish out of the air. I don't know. There we go. Got some health back. Yay. Next. So we're down to what? 4 fangs left now? Three fangs. 2 fangs. One fang. I guess we can collect these while we're right here. And let's hit this guy up. And this will get us our pathway up. Let's see. I do want to avoid that turtle guy as much as I can right now. Oh, crap. Come on down. Bloom the ball. I said bloom the ball. There we go. Oh, man. Now we just need to make the sun show up again. There we go. Yeah. My daughter likes to build models kind of like me. She likes to build things. And I had to fix this guy for her. She accidentally took off one of the wings and it snapped, so I had to glue it back together. But this is Reshiram from Pokemon. She likes to build Pokemon models. So she has Reshiram, she has Charizard, Dragonite, she has a Ho-Oh Lugia, and she's working on Pikachu, I think, right now? Or she was. Why am I not wearing the shield? I should be. Huh. And up we go. I don't believe there's anything over that way. No, okay. Yeah, so I like when she's building stuff like that. It keeps her active and out of trouble. She's finally getting around to building the Christmas, or the Lego set I got her for Christmas, which is like a Harry Potter castle part. So you see these? This is what's poisoning the water. So let's fix that. And there we go. And this will allow us access to get further into the temple, so to speak. It also let me do a few other little things here and there. So, and we get some praise points. Yay! Almost enough to increase our health, which will be the next one I increase. I need 6 more praise. Alright, and of course, ha ha ha, I haven't given up on hunting down some treasure either. Yeah, before you do anything, grab this. You don't want it to come back up. This is the map. So we've gone through a pretty good portion of the area without the map, which is here. So there is multiple floors. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 floors. I wonder what's over there. So the next thing we need to do is get into that statue, of course. And then, like the insect said, you can just whee and in. So you can just keep following the water out. I don't know if you can ride a lily pad down, though. No, it doesn't move. Okay. But you can just follow the water fall out like this. And dropping. If I remember correctly, there is nothing behind this statue. As you can see, we got something on this side, though. We got a little thing we can dig up. And you can, not bloom it like me, or you can bloom it like you're supposed to. We got this thing over here we can collect now. And then, as you can see, there's nothing behind it. And then there is one other thing we can do, which is dig up that spot over there. Because now if we fall in the water, it doesn't matter. I want to draw a little bit closer here. Hi, tree. And that gives us another clover, which will give us enough to give ourselves another health upgrade. And so that's what I'm going to do before we go into the next area. Like I said, eventually my plan is to have all the abilities like that, those stats that we can play around with maxed out. And then we just go in here. And this is where your boss is. So if you need to save, I would go save before you do anything else. So that's actually what we're going to do. I'm going to go in here, we're going to save, and we'll actually probably call that a stream since we've already been live for about an hour. And jump over here, jump over there. Boop. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of looking after I finish the stream off to see where some of the items that we need to get, like the other clover and all that kind of stuff, are. Make sure I'm not missing anything major. Let's see. I think we also have enough to get the last Fang item, yeah. So we can actually go ahead and do that off screen as well. And that's it. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Just a simple stream to relax. That's all this ever really is. So I hope you guys were able to chill out, have some fun listening to me ramble at you guys. Yeah. Thanks for coming out again, guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you all later. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right here then. Bye. Farewell.